Alright, so this is the weight lines. They're I think there's some kind of a nylon type of string. You see I was able to heat them up with a cigarette lighter and melt the ends to keep them from raveling. And the other end, so there's a hole that goes all the way through on these barrels, and one end has a large countersink in it like that, and that's the end that your knot goes in to hold it in place. Okay, and I tried to make the knots as close as I could to the end of the rope as practicable, and now we'll install the movement back in the case. Down there like that, and then we need to make sure that the weight lines are in roughly the locations we want them to be. Put this one right here like that. We'll put this one right here like that. Next to install is the foot that secures the movement at the top. Okay, try to get it lined up with the existing screw hole. Like that. This is one of the few clocks I've seen of this vintage where the looks like it's still got the original screw hole and everything. So just very lightly tighten that up. Use an appropriate size screwdriver to limit the amount of torque that you can put on it in snugging it back up. I can't get it overly tight with this screwdriver, and that's just fine. Oh, focus camera. Okay, that limits the torque. Okay, next step obviously is to get the weight lines in the weight channels where they belong. And we'll start with the strike side. There is an idler spool here on the strike side to get the weight line up away from the fly fan. You see on the time side there isn't this issue to worry about. So it just runs up the channel at an angle like that towards the pulley. But on this side, it has this idler pulley here to get it away from the fly fan. Try to finish the thought there. Okay, so we'll alright, so that's where it needs to be now. Now we use our hook tool here and run it through the and hook on and pull this out like this. Okay. If I hold that over the pulley like that, you can see how this is guided now off of the strike train. Now, in a similar fashion, we need to do the time side. Not nearly as difficult to do. Try to hook it with the hook here. Make sure it doesn't tangle up over everything in between here and there. Okay. So there's the path that the time side takes. So at this point then we are ready to drop the hooks back in and stand the case upright like it's going to be, and get the weights ready to go on. So we'll continue in the next part.